Hey Red Raiders, it's Mansi. Welcome back to our channel. With registration coming up soon, the Vlog Squad and I wanted to show you guys the step-by-step guide on how to register for classes, whether it's figuring out when your time ticket is to actually register for classes, to learning to build your dream schedule and enter CRNs accordingly. The Vlog Squad and I got you covered. So with that being said, we hope you guys enjoyed this video and let's get on with it. So the first thing you want to do when it comes to preparing for registration and making sure that you're able to register on time on registration day is to check your advanced registration time ticket and holds. This basically tells you when and at what time you can register, and also if there's anything preventing you or holding you back from registration. So the first thing you're going to want to do is log on to your Raider Success Hub account. The link to that can be found in the description below, or you can simply just look up Raider Success Hub on your iPad or your laptop. And then you're going to click on the first link that pops up there. And then you're going to click on the current student portal at the center and you'll log in using your student credentials. I'm already logged in, so I'm going to be at this home page right here. The next thing I'm going to do is look at the tab at the top and I'm going to locate advising and registration. I'm going to tap on that and I'm going to look at registration on the drop-down menu and click registration. And after that, it is going to take me to this homepage, which is essentially everything I need when it comes to preparing and actually registering for classes on registration day. The first thing you want to do is check your advanced registration time ticket. This basically tells you when your advanced registration is based on the hours that you've earned that count towards your degree. It's a cool perk that current students have that allow them to sign up earlier based on their degree classification as well. So those closer to graduation and have fewer classes left to take, such as myself, will have an earlier time ticket when it comes to registering for classes. So how can you get to your time ticket? Well, the first thing you're going to want to do is look at the homepage again for Raider Success Hub, and you're going to click on the registrar dashboard. And once you do that, it's going to load, and if you need to log in with your credentials again, you can do that again. But once it loads, all you're going to do is click on the 3-line menu bar up on the upper left-hand corner, and you're going to locate the helpful links at the bottom. Click on the question mark icon where it says, where can I register? And after that, it is going to take you to your time ticket. One thing that I want you guys to note that it is based on the different terms. So here it says fall 2024 TTU. That's the term that I'm currently in. So I'm going to go to the next page and it's going to say spring 2025 TTU. This is the time ticket that I want to reference. That last page will also say for summer 2025, but that's if you're signing up for summer classes, which I'm not. So I'm not going to look at that time ticket. I'm just going to look at the time ticket for spring 2025 TTU. And that says that I am registering on November 5th at 1 p.m. So can I register before my time ticket? No. Can I register after my time ticket? Yes. It says at the bottom of that time ticket when registration ends for that term. But I want you guys to note that if you have a dream schedule, say you want to take a specific professor or you have a specific class time that you want to take that might interfere with certain time constraints or even a job that you may have, then it's important that you guys register at the time of your time ticket or soon after to make sure that you're getting that dream schedule or set time or professor that you want to take, just so that you get a seat in that class, especially for those competitive classes. So make sure that you guys are considering that when it comes to your time ticket.
Hey Red Raiders, it's Easy and I'm going to be talking to you guys about holds. So after you know when you're supposed to register, it's time to check if there are any holds in your account. Holds come from different offices around campus, and that means that there is something you need to do before you register for your classes. And trust me, finding out you have a hold in your account right before you register, it's not something you want to do, so make sure to check early, and this is how you can see if there are any holds in your account. To check your holds, just head back to the registration page on Raider Success Hub, following the same steps we covered earlier. Scroll down a bit and you see a box called My Holds. If you have any holds, they'll be listed there. You see the name of the hold, a quick description, the day range it's active, and who put it there. For example, here we have this faculty advising hold, and you can also have me with advising hold, which is very similar to this one. As a junior, I'm pretty familiar with this one since I have to meet with my advisor every semester before I register. But if you're new to Texas Tech or have a hold you haven't seen before, you can take out this understanding holds and how to clear them document. It'll be linked down below, information over different holds. So let's take a look at my meeting with the advising hold. Here it says my role prevents enrollment until academic advising is completed, and my action step is to schedule an advising appointment in Rader Success Hub. Every major requires you to meet with an advisor, but it's a smart move to do so before registering for classes, whether it's mandatory or not. Your advisor knows all the details about your degree, including what classes you need and when they're offered. For example, if a class is only offered in the fall or in the spring or in the summer. You definitely want to know which classes are only available then. To schedule an appointment, go back to the registration page on Rader Success Hub and click on Schedule an Appointment. You'll see your assigned team and then choose your major advisor. As you can see, this is my assigned team and my major advisor is listed so right there. From there, you can pick what you want to discuss. There are several drop-down menus, and you want to go to academic planning and select discuss academic plan, or as you can see, I put it over there as academic appointment. And then choose a time to meet. These are the available times. After that, you just choose the time that your advisor has available and that you have available. And when you click that time, all you have to do later is just click on schedule an appointment. Super easy. I actually met with my advisor last week, so now I will go back to my host to make sure it got removed. As you can see there, the My Hold section is blank, so I don't have any other holds. They got removed. If you have a hold that isn't on the common holds list of the document I showed you down below, I recommend reaching out to the office that placed that hold to get more information on how to resolve this. But you got this. Okay, so the next thing I want to show you guys is the DegreeWorks, which is a digital planner, which is super handy in making sure that you're on track with your degree and what are the classes you have left in your degree. Now let's dive into the DegreeWorks. To access it, head back to the registration page in Rader Success Hub and click on My Degree Plan, which is the red button right in the middle. The DegreeWorks shows all the classes you've taken and how those credits count towards your degree. You'll also see your major institutional GPA, which is your overall GPA for everything you've done at Texas Tech. This tool is super handy for making sure you're on track to finish your degree and figure out what classes are left on your list. When you're looking at DegreeWorks, you will see that courses you have completed are green circles with a check, courses in progress are blue circles that are partially filled, and courses you have left to complete are empty red circles. After looking at this information, I will write down the courses titles I need to register for the upcoming term. If you're confused which courses you need to take in the upcoming semester, make sure to schedule an appointment with your advisor through Rader Success Hub like I mentioned earlier. Think about switching your major, adding a minor, or exploring a concentration, just click the What If button in the DegreeWorks. You can enter the new major or minor you're interested in, and it'll show you the classes you need to take for that area of study. Just keep in mind that courses may not apply automatically, so it's a good idea to chat with an academic advisor in the new field to get a full scoop on your new degree plan. If you're considering changing your major, check out the link below for how to find a change of major minor advisor. It'll be linked in the description.
Hey graders, it's George, and now that you know which courses and requirements are required according to DegreeWorks, it's time to take a look at Visual Schedule Builder. This awesome tool lets you create and experiment with different schedule options. To get started, head back to the registration page and click on Schedule Builder. Log in with your E-Rater credentials and select the semester for which you want to start building your schedule. Once you're in, add the classes you want to take. After all your classes have been added, click the arrow above the schedule to see different schedule options. You can also block out certain specific times you don't want classes to show up. Just click on those time slots and they'll appear grayed out. This is super helpful if you have work during certain hours or if you'd rather not have early morning classes. Once you've created a schedule you like, you can save it under a specific name on the right side of the page. For example, if I created my dream schedule, then I can label it dream schedule. And then if I have another option, I can label it as option number 2. Be sure to copy your CRNs, course reference numbers, which are located at the bottom of each schedule, and save them for registration day. This will also be useful when using the Plan Ahead feature on registration day.
And just like George said, having your visual schedule builder and those CRMs ready to go when you're creating your Plan Ahead feature and when you're actually registering on registration day is super important. And right now I'm going to show you guys the Plan Ahead section, which is going to be pretty much the last thing that you do before registration day. So you're going to come back to the Raider Success Hub homepage. I'm transitioning to my laptop for this, and I'm going to be switching between Visual Schedule Builder and this Plan Ahead feature so that I can see visually that the schedules look the same when it's in the same layout. And I'll show you guys that here in a second. So I'm back here at the Raider Success Hub homepage. I'm going to click on the Add or Drop class feature, and that's going to take me to this page right here, and I'm going to click on Plan Ahead. And one thing to keep in mind when you're registering is that if you sign into Raider Success Hub 5 to 10 minutes before your registration time, that could actually log you out, so that when you're going to register and you click on the link to register, it'll take you back to sign in. So that can bite into your time when it comes to your time ticket on registration day. And it could also bring up this 2-factor authentication as well, which could also prevent you from registering right away at your time ticket. So those things are some things to keep in mind. Just make sure that you're maybe signing into your Raider Success Hub and you're getting that link to register on registration day ready to go, maybe just 2 to 3 minutes before your time ticket opens. So once you sign in and you sign in with all your credentials and such, you're going to land on this page and it's going to say terms open for planning. What you're going to want to do is select using the drop-down menu what semester you're registering for. So currently I am registering for the spring 2025 semester. So what I'm going to do is click on that drop-down menu, click on spring 2025 TTU, and then click on continue, and it is going to load the Plan Ahead feature for you where I can click create a new plan and start entering my course numbers and subjects as such. So what I'm going to do now is pull up Visual Schedule Builder, and I'm going to load my dream schedule. So this is just a sample schedule I have here, and this is going to be a good schedule when it comes to figuring out the different types of classes that you may have when it comes to creating your plan. So the one thing that I like about Visual Schedule Builder is that it is color-coded, and that's going to help me differentiate which classes I'm adding to my Plan Ahead section. So the first class that I'm going to go over is my comparative animal physiology class, which is Zoology 4409. Notice how I have this class Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and it's a lecture. So LEC means that it's a lecture, and I have this class Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 8 to 8:50. And under here, it says no credit, but that just means that it's a no credit lab. So that lab grade and the lecture grade are combined. And I have that lab from 2 p.m. to about 4:45 p.m. So after I kind of mentally note that, I'm going to put that down. So the subject was zoology, and then the course number was 4409. So after I click search, I'm going to view the different sections. Don't just add the course, because that is going to add a random course, a random instructor at a random time. And that's not what could be on your Visual Schedule Builder. So go under the view sections, and then you're going to notice how I'm lucky there's only one lecture section for this course offered, and it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday to 8 a.m. So I'm going to click that add button, and notice how it adds it to the schedule down below. This schedule that's underneath here should mimic your Visual Schedule Builder at the end of you making that plan. So I have that down here. I also noted in my head that I have a lab Monday, not Tuesday, but Monday at 2 p.m. So I'm going to add this course as well. And that's also going to show up down below as well. And it matches my Visual Schedule Builder as you guys saw earlier. Now I'm going to go back and add my microbiome course. So this is Principles of Microbiology, MBio 3401. I have lecture from 9:30 to about 10:45. And then I also have the no credit lab below from 11:30 to about 1:15. So when I go back to the Plan Ahead section, one thing to note here is that if you're in different programs, such as the honors program or different kind of programs that allow you to sign up for different classes, where it says attributes on the course catalog, it is going to say honors program underneath. So right now, all of the classes say arts and sciences. But if I wanted to sign up for a specific course under a specific program, it is going to say that under the attributes section. So as you guys can see here, when I go back to catalog search and search again, I'll show you guys there in a second. It's going to say microbiology, and then I'm going to put 3401. And then once I view the sections, you'll see here, there's multiple professors, multiple class times, multiple lab times. How do I know which one I want? You're just gonna have to look at the time that the lecture is and the time of your lab and make sure that links up as well. But for me, I signed up for the honors sections of these courses. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to look under attributes and find honors program. It's not listed on this first page, so I'm going to go to the second page and I'm going to see here that the professor that I want to sign up for, the lecture in the lab, and that it's also a part of the honors program is there as well. So I have my lecture Tuesday, Thursday, 9:30 a.m. and it's also a part of the honors program. And my lab is also Tuesday, Thursday at 11:30. So I'm going to add both of those courses. And again, if you guys see at the bottom, it matches my visual schedule builder. So that's another way that you can double check and make sure that the specific professor you want is there as well. One thing to also note is that if you want to have all the sections loaded up instead of looking at different pages with different options, you can put 50 options per page so that you can look at all the different sections, all the different professors, class times, etc. when it comes to searching for the section that you want, or even figuring out if you want a specific section or the other here. So that's another way to shortcut that here. But after I added this class, I have one more class, and that's Biology 4101. It's a biology seminar. So when I go back, there's two different sections for this course. There's an actual class time, and there's also a distance time. So how it says face-to-face, it'll say distance or it'll say electronic. So that also plays a part when you're signing up for things on the Plan Ahead feature. Also, if your course is asynchronous, meaning you have no lecture time, you just complete things by the due date on the syllabus, it's not going to show up on your visual schedule builder, and it's also not going to show up on your Plan Ahead section, but I'll show you guys how to see that in a second. So when I add this class, I'm going to search up Biology 4101 and then view the sections. I have the Wednesday course at 4 p.m., so I'm going to add that to my schedule here. And you see how it says type class. So I go back and it says class. If it was electronic or asynchronous, it would say electronic or distance or asynchronous, and that'll show up accordingly on your schedule. So once I look at that as well, I look at the 4 p.m. section, I add that to my schedule, and it's going to look the same at the bottom, just like it did on my visual schedule builder. One thing, like I said, it won't show up if it's asynchronous with no lecture time. So what I'm going to do is click on the Spring 2025 TTU Untitled Plan section, and that'll bring up every single class, whether or not it shows up on your actual schedule or not. So you can see here that I have a seminar, then you'll see that I have a no credit lab, and then that I also have lecture. But if it was distance or if it was asynchronous, it would say that in those boxes as well. This is exactly what it would look like if you were manually entering things in during registration day or during your time ticket. That's why using this Plan Ahead feature is super important, because it saves you the 5 or 10 minutes that I've been showing you guys how to add classes here on registration day. All you need to do is, once you go on registration, you load this plan here, and then once they're all added, as they are already, you just click register and it'll register you in just 3 to 4 clicks, rather than manually entering things on registration day and risking having your class or your seat taken for a professor or a class that you wanted. But after that, all you do is click on where it says, again, Spring 25 Untitled Plan, and label it if you want to label it Dream Schedule. If you want to label it Plan A, you can plan it however you want, and then just save the plan at the bottom, and you're good to go for registration day. One thing that you'll see is if you've already saved a schedule, like I have here, Dream Schedule, it'll already show you that plan there. So if you have multiple plans, you can look up the multiple plans after you save them and make sure that they're all correct. Another thing you want to double check is make sure that the CRNs on each plan matches up with the CRNs on your visual schedule builder. So I have my CRNs here. I have them underneath on visual schedule builder here as well. You just want to double check and make sure all the CRNs are present and they match for each course that you have. But that's pretty much how to plan ahead for a course. I am planning ahead right now a few days before my registration, so I will see you guys on my registration day to show you guys how to register for classes using this plan ahead feature. So this is me on registration day. So the first thing you want to do is click the register for classes link instead of that plan ahead. And you want to do this at the time of your time ticket, because it won't let you access that link prior to your time ticket. So once you click on that, don't get nervous. Things usually take a while to load. So just keep that in mind. Once you put in the semester that you're registering for, again, I'm putting this on 2x speed, but this took about 1 to 2 minutes to load. So don't refresh your page. Don't get nervous. Just let the website run its course and let it load on its own time. But once this pops up, all you need to do is click on plans. and then you're going to have this load again. This takes about a few minutes to load here. Once it loads, you're going to click add all classes or add all CRNs in that upper right hand corner. It's going to add everything that you have on your plan already. And you can already see that I'm nervously fidgeting. But once you do that, you click submit at the bottom or you click register at the bottom, and it is going to register you for classes. Note that it is going to take probably 3 to 4 minutes to register you for classes. So don't refresh the page. Once you click that register button, it's all in the hands of the registration system. So you can't really do much here besides just wait it out and see if you've registered for these classes. If there are any classes that don't come up green like mine will in a few seconds and it says red error, there's a link down in the description that you can go to that will describe the different errors that you might have encountered in your course of action for those kinds of courses. So some courses require approval and some classes require a lab that you need to take with the lecture. So just make sure that when you get an error, you just reference that website and you're going according to what they tell you to do from there. But now I'm all registered for classes and everything's all good to go. So make sure that you guys are using this plan ahead feature to save you guys time on registration day, and good luck to all of y'all that are registering. And that is all that we have for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. We hope you guys found this useful and you guys have a better understanding of what it's like to register for classes here at Texas Tech. If you guys have any questions, make sure to leave them down below in the comments and we'll get to answering them as soon as possible. And yeah, make sure you guys like this video and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. And we hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye.